we are going to be continuing with adding and subtracting polynomials when we have to use the distributive property. No, it's not needed. It'll work. Watch. What I would like you to do, all right, right here it says y equals 2x squared minus 36x plus this value called c. And over on the right-hand side, we have y equals 2 parentheses x minus 9 squared minus 18. Okay? So I'm going to highlight the two functions we are going to be comparing. We're going to be trying to make these functions equal to each other. It says for what value of c will the graphs of this and this be the exact same? So basically we're trying to make this function exactly equal to this function. Okay? Now, what we're going to do, all right, is we're going to do this by hand, and then we're going to check how to do it in the graphing calculator. Like, what could you do to make sure that these are the exact same functions? We'll do it both ways. Yesterday, we did something together as a class called the FOIL method. All right? So right here, what I'd like you guys to do is just over here to the side, I would like you guys to attempt to multiply x minus 9 times x minus 9 using the FOIL method. That's what I want you to try to do, using the FOIL method. All right, the first products are right here. We're taking x and we are multiplying it to the other x. So right here where it's highlighted for this video, I'm going to write this is the first thing that you would do. And I'll try to make a better arm. There we go. So this is the first step. So F stands for first. What are we multiplying together, everybody? X times x. And what is x times x equal to?
X squared.
X squared. Good job. All right. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to be multiplying it to the outside products, or the outer products. I'm going to write the word outside right here. Okay. So what are my numbers that I'm multiplying on the outside? What are my terms? X, and be more specific, negative 9. When I multiply those, what do I get when I multiply x times negative 9? Negative 9? X, very good. Now I'm going to go ahead and move on to the inside terms, my inner terms, right here. Alright, so this right here, everybody, this is my inside. I. What are the terms being multiplied on the inside right here? Anybody can answer, it's okay. Good. Negative 9 times x. And what's the product of negative 9 times x?
Negative 9x.
There we go. And then finally, the last thing we do is we multiply the last terms, which are these. These are the terms that are the very last. Okay. We have, go ahead and say it together. Negative 9 times what? Negative 9. Okay? When you multiply those together, you get 81. Okay? Now, if I were going to be doing this, not teaching it, but just doing it by hand, I would say x times x is x squared. Okay? And I would do x times negative 9. I would put, you see, we put a negative 9x here. And I do negative 9 times x, and I put another negative 9x there. And then last, I do negative 9 times negative 9, which is 81. Notice when I would line them, this is how I would normally line them up. What do I always make sure I line up? Like terms. Always line up those like terms. So your final answer will be x squared minus 18x plus 81. That's the product of x minus 9 times x minus 9. Alright? Now, everybody, I'm going to show you guys a cool pattern that you guys can put into your journal. Okay? So go and write this down. And we're going to show you a pattern called the sum of squares. Alright? So right now, could you guys please write the sum of of squares in your journal. Okay. So we're going to do some right now. All right. We're going to start off with the easiest one. We're going to do x plus 1 squared. We're going to do x plus 2 squared. X plus 3. And then we're gonna jump up all the way to 7 just for fun. Okay, so we're just gonna make a quick little jump, all right? I'm gonna show you what they mean, and then we're gonna go ahead and quickly simplify. And then we'll do a more difficult one. All right? X plus 1 squared means x plus 1 times x plus 1. X plus 2 squared means x plus 2 times x plus 2. You'll never believe what x plus 3 squared means. What do you think? Yeah? And? There, oh man, you guys are awesome. All right. I bet I totally tricked you. What do you that one mean? Oh man, you're brilliant. And? You got it. Good job. See the pattern here? So whenever you square something, all right, like for example, if I took, let's say just a random person's name, all right, took that random person and I squared it, what does that mean? What does that mean right there? What is Leslie squared mean? Anybody know what Leslie squared means? What do you think I'm going to put right here and here? Anybody? You want to answer your own question? No? Leslie would go here, yeah. Leslie would go here. Where else would go?
Leslie.
That's right. Leslie squared means Leslie times Leslie. Very easy. All right? All right. There you go. All right. Everybody, I'm going to clean this up a little bit. These parentheses, they're annoying me. They're just not as nice as the other ones. Okay? Now, can I show you guys a cool little pattern where you don't even have to do the FOIL method. You just have to use a little logic. I think Tristan's going to like this. All right, he's a very logical guy. Ready, Tristan? Ready? Here we go. Yeah, he's watch. Tristan, we know we're going to always start out with x squared no matter what, because that's what the very first terms will always be, right? Because x times x is x squared. Okay. Now here we go. Ready? What's 1 plus 1? 2. So that's going to be a 2x. What's 1 times 1? 1. Good, good. Here we go. What's 2 plus 2? 4. Good. What's 2 times 2? 4. Got it. Good job. All right, here we go. 3 plus 3? 6. Good. 3 times 3? 9. Oh. So everybody, the middle numbers are always when you add these together. The last number is when you multiply them together. All right? So let's see if Tristan has the pattern here. What do the middle terms always represent? Those numbers being added. The last term is being multiplied. Okay, here we go. See if you got it. 14. Got it. So it'll be 14 x's in the middle. And what do we have? You got it. Good job. All right? You see the pattern there? Now, watch this. I'm going to show you one thing that's going to make it a little bit trickier. I wonder if this works with negatives. It totally does. Watch this. I'm going to do x minus 7 squared. So you guys see, it's still going to be x minus 7 times x minus 7. All right, now, pay close attention to the question. What is a negative 7 plus a negative 7? Negative 14. Good. So negative 14. Well, what's a negative 7 times a negative 7? Positive 49. Okay? So how do we get the middle term? What do? Add those together. What do you get? Do the last term, multiply them together. These are called the what? The sum of squares. So, in an algebra book, this is what they tell you. Sometimes it's kind of confusing to students, right? They say a plus b squared always equals a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. That's the pattern. Which basically means you'll always have an a squared, all right? In the middle, you're always going to be double whatever a and b are, okay? And the last term will always be the b value squared. What I like to say is, hey, take those numbers and do what with them? Add them together to get the middle, multiply them together to get the quick test? Here we go, quick test. I'm going to do x minus 5 squared. What do you guys think? X minus 5 squared. Mr. Wrinkle my paper while I'm doing a video. It's okay. Got it? Go ahead. Give it a shot.
X squared.
Yes. Yes. 10. No. Yes. All right. No, not equals. Plus. Nope. She's got it. Hold on. Leslie, look. Nope. No. Look at the pattern. Negative 7 plus negative 7 was a negative 14. Negative 7 times negative 7 was a positive 49. Oh. So, hey, you added those together. What's the last thing you got to do? You got to take that negative 5 and multiply it with the negative 5. It's negative 5 times negative. Yes, very good. So it should be plus 25. And that's right there. Without even doing the formula. All right? One more and then we'll move on. One more. All right, you got this, Carl? You ready? No? You don't got it? Okay, I'll do an easy one. Ready? X plus 8 squared. All right, D1. Come on. Help me out here. X plus 8 squared. Come on.
X squared.
X squared, good.
Plus 18.
No.
No, sorry, that's 16.
Yep. 16. X, good.
Plus.
Yep.
8 times 8.
Yes.
64.
Got it. How did I get the middle term? What did I do? I added 8 plus 8 to get me 16. 8 times 8 to get me 64. You're up next. Just letting you know, you're up next. You're ready. Good luck. Go.
So,
What am I going to start with?
X squared.
Got it.
And then 8.
Yes, 8. X, good.
And 4 times. I don't even know 4 times 4 is.
Yes, you do.
4 times 4 equals 16.
Yes, 16. Very good. All right. Now, you ready, Alice? You ready? All right. We're going to be a YouTube sensation right here. YouTube sensation. All right. You want a negative or a positive? Doesn't matter. Ooh, it doesn't. He's not intimidated at all. All right. Here we go. X minus 3 squared. Good luck. X. Good. What's negative 3 plus negative 3? Negative. Yes, negative 6x. What's negative 3 times negative 3? Three times 3. Yeah, no, 3 times 3. 3 times 3. Yes, good. Close enough. There you go. That right there. By the way, the more you guys write these down, the more you have them in your journal, all right? The more you're going to remember them. Okay? You want another one? You want to redeem? All right. All right. She's ready. She's ready. All right. I'll leave this one up here. Here we go. Here's the lesson problem. Here we go. X plus 10 squared. Here we go. X plus 10 squared. Write these down, people. The more you write them down, the more you'll remember them.
Okay. X squared.
Yes.
Plus
Yep.
20.
Yes. 20.
A.
Yes.
I got it. I don't know what's wrong. Plus
Yep.
20.
No. Oh. Okay. Yes. Congratulations. You can be taught. All right. Good job. All right.
Can't be taught.
You can be taught. That's right. You guys know where that came from.
No.
You've never seen the movie Aladdin?
Oh yes.
Robin Williams? That's right. He can be taught. All right. Don't worry.
What part is that from?
It's from the genie when he was like teaching Elijah something and he was complimenting. All right. So by the way, everybody, what was x minus 9 times x minus 9? It was what? X squared minus 18x plus 18. So if you haven't been writing things down, now is a very important time to write them down. So put y equals 2 big old parentheses minus 18 and put x squared minus 18x plus 81. Right there. That's an 81. I know. Write it down just like that. What I want everybody to do right now is I want you guys to take this 2 and I want you to distribute the 2 to all of the terms on the inside of the parentheses. So we have y equals, what's 2 times x squared? 2x squared, right? What's 2 times negative 18? You're right, it's negative 36x. And 2 times an 81 is 162. Now if you didn't know that, you guys have calculators, right? You can multiply them together. Then we have what? A minus 18. Now I'm going to highlight the only like terms that we have. What are the only like terms that we have? 162 minus 18. What is 162 minus 18? Okay, everybody, this right here, all of this right here, all of this, when we multiplied x minus 9 times x minus 9, and then multiplied it by 2, and then subtracted 18, what was our final answer? Yeah. Once again, something falling, or down, or crumpling, or something. I'm not going to say who it is. All right. By the way, what? Tell me everything in blue that you see. Go ahead. Tell me everything in blue. Yeah, just say it. Go ahead.
Y equals 2x squared minus 36x.
Yep. Okay. So look at this. I want you to compare this one that we just finished doing to this one right here. Okay. Now let's think about it. What is it asking us to find right here? C. What do you think C is equal to? You're right. C equals 144. Everybody? That is a long amount. That's a lot of math by hand. By the way, on your test, are you going to have multiple choice? Yes. So here's what you do. You test to see which one of them works. So watch this. Go to your graphing calculator. Right now, go to your graphing calculator. I want you guys to type in 2x squared minus 36x plus 144. And then I want you to go down and type in 2 open parentheses x minus 9 close parentheses squared and then minus 18. Now, what's the only thing that I've done is I've substituted. Remember we said C was equal to what? 144. So I plugged in what C was equal to. All right? All right. Now here's what I want you to do. Check this out. Hit second table. If everything's the same, what does that tell us about our C value? It's the right one. Yes.
Can you put it back to the
Y equals? Sure. Okay. Now look what happens, Leslie. Remember, I said this was a multiple choice one that I deleted all the multiple choice. So let's say the multiple choice was it said C was a minus 18. So you're like, oh, I see everything that maybe that becomes that. I'm just going to see if it's a minus 18. Now look at your table. Are they the same? No. So that lets you know what should you do. You check your answers, right? How do you check your answers? You just plug in what your constant is at the very end. By the way, the C value represents the constant. And I messed up there. Hold on. Go over here. What am I going to type in? What was our C value? 144. Check the table. If everything matches, that means you found the right equation. So you found the right constant. Okay? All right, everybody, it's time to move on. Moving on to this problem right here. All right? So go ahead. We're not putting this one in your journal. Just going to do it with me. Okay? What I'd like you to do is very carefully right now, I'm going to highlight this section right here in one color. I'm going to highlight this section in another and highlight this part in another. All right? Now, I don't necessarily, when I'm teaching you guys to do steps, step one for me, step one, what's step one for all of these problems that I tell you to do? Distribute. Not distribute, and then distribute, and then distribute. Because the first three steps right here, the first three steps are all distributing. My first step is what? Distribute if you need to. What's the second step? Yes. Combine like terms. That's the second step.
Can I borrow,
Highlighter? By the way, what fraction is 0.5? What fraction? Half. 0.5 is a half. So all I want you to do is take half of this and half of this. What is half of negative 12c? Negative 6c, right? What is half of 6? So put plus 3. So let's check this person right here. Let's check. Did that person do that part correct? Right there. Yes. Okay? Now notice, did they do any other distributive property? No, they didn't. They waited to step 2. That's why I don't really like this problem, because what do I ask you all to do? The very first thing? All the way across. Okay? So this person just is really, really, really slow. Okay? It's okay. So let's distribute. Negative 3 times c and negative 3 times 4. What's negative 3 times c? Close. Negative 3c. What's negative 3 times negative 4? Sorry. Negative 3 times 4. Oh. My apologies. Negative 12. Okay, let's check that. Did they get that part right?
Yes.
They did, didn't they? Okay. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Here we go. What's 10 times c? Good job. What is 10 times a negative 5? Yeah, good job. All right. Now, let's check it. Step 3. Did they get that? They did. All right. So right now, obviously, if they did step 1 correct, and they did step 2 correct, and they did step 2, they must have jacked this one up. Okay, so obviously the answer is what? D, they messed up step 4. Here's what I want you to do. See if you can come up with what would be the correct answer. That's not the correct answer. I want you guys to come up with the correct answer. All right, time to combine the like terms. Now I'm going to highlight terms that are alike. Negative 6c can be combined with negative 3c, which can be combined with positive 10c. Now in the calculator, if you didn't know how to combine those, this is all you have to do. Go to negative 6. You could just add a negative 3 and then add a 10. Alright? That's one way to do it. You can also do negative 6 minus 3 plus 10. That's another way. What do you get? 1. So basically, what do you have? You have 1c. That's just known as c. So they don't say, hey, how's it going there, 1 Leslie? They just say, how's it going, Leslie? Alright? So you don't have to put the 1 there, okay? Now, what are the other numbers that are alike? A 3, a negative 12, and a negative 50. So what am I going to do? 3 plus a negative 12 plus a negative 50. That's one way to do it. Or you could do 3 minus 12 minus 50. Press enter. Either way, what do you get? Negative 59. So your answer is going to be, the correct answer, if they did everything correct, would be C minus 59. That would be the correct algebraic expression if they actually combined all the like terms together. Alright? Distribute and combine like terms. Distribute, combine like terms. Distribute, combine like terms. So there's 2 instructions that I want you guys to do. You're never going to guess what I'm going to say. Distribute and
Combine like terms.
combine like terms. Alright, so right now, I want you guys to draw a couple of rectangles right here on paper. Draw a couple of rectangles. They don't have to be the exact same size. One of your rectangles is going to be A, B, C, and D. The other rectangle is going to be J, K, L, M. Okay? So we have rectangle A, B, C, D, and we have rectangle J, K, L, M. So write those down. Just make a nice rectangle on your paper. ABCD has a length, right? It has a length represented by what? 5x minus 1. All right, so we're just going to put right here 5x minus 1. All right, and it has a width of 3x plus 7. So right over here, I'm going to put 3x plus 7. So if this is 5x minus 1, what do you guys know about all rectangles? Opposite lengths are equals, but also put a 5x minus 1. If this is 3x plus 7, over here also has to be 3x plus 7. Now, JKLM has a length that is what? 2x minus 5, and it has a width of 4x plus 11. So here's what I'd like you to do. Right here, right? 2x minus 5, and over here put 4x plus 11. Okay. Opposite sides are what? Opposite sides are equal. All right, very good. Okay. Now, when it says, which expression can be used to represent the what? The sum of all of the perimeters of this rectangle and this rectangle. What's it asking us to do? Add them all up. All right, so how about this? Let's make a couple of boxes over here. We're going to make the boxes of x's and the boxes of, we'll call them constants, also known as numbers. In blue, what are the x's that we need to add together? 3, 5. We got 5x plus 5x. What do we have to also add? 3x and 3x. So we have to get all of our like terms together over here. So we're going to get all of these like terms together. All right, what about the numbers? What numbers are we adding together? 7 plus 7, and then what? Negative 1, negative 1. So we got to get all of the numbers together. Okay. Over here, what are our x's for the red one over here? What are our x's? 2x and 2x, right? And you're right. And then what? 4x and 4x. What do we have to get? All of those together. And what numbers are we combining?
Numbers are 11 and 5.
Oh.
11 and negative 5.
Ooh, 11 and 11 and negative 5 and we got to get all of those together. So here's what I want you to do. Get all those like terms. Add them together. Come up with what you think is the final answer. And we'll check it in under 60 seconds. All right, everybody. Over here we have 5x and 5x, which makes 10x. And then 3x and 3x makes 6x. So that's going to be a total of 16x's. Over here we have 2 plus 2. And then we have, another 8. So we have a total of 12 x's over here. So our total amount of x's between both of those is a total of how many x's? 28 x's. That's what you should have right there. Right? Over here we have 14 minus 2, which gets us a total of 12. And over here we have an 11, 11, 22. 22 minus 10 is what? 24. There we go. What one? 22 minus 10. Gets 12. Yes, so 12 plus 12 gets us all the way to what? Oh, sorry. 24. Yeah, I was like, wait a second. No, that's a 12. Together they are 24. So when you add all of the numbers and all of the variables together, all right, you get 28x plus 24. So hopefully you guys see the answer.
I can't see it all.
Okay, everybody. This is the final problem of the day. I want you guys, you're going to have to use the calculator. So get your calculator, and I want you to come up with the very first expression that I'm going to write. I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to show you guys exactly what I want you to multiply. So here we go. Everybody right here, I want everybody to multiply everything by a 2.5. So I'll show you exactly what numbers I want you to. 2.5 times the 4.2. 2.5 times the 7.4. Here, I want everybody multiplying everything by a negative 3.6. Distribute it to the 8. Distribute it to the negative 4.5. This is where students mess up. I actually want you to multiply everything by a negative. It's like multiplying everything by a negative 1. Multiply both those by a negative. Okay? So come up with this very first step. What's the first step that I want everybody to do right now? Distribute. That's right. Get it done. Distribute right now. All right, we have 2.5 times 4.2. What do we get? 10.5x is correct. Now we have 2.5 times 7.4. What do we get? What do you get?
18.5y.
What?
18.5y.
18.5y is correct. Good. Now, we have a negative 3.6 times an 8. What do we get?
Negative 29.4x.
No, I'm sorry. Thank you for playing.
28.8.
Negative 28.8x is correct. Negative 3.6 times a negative 4.5 becomes a positive 16.2y. Good. Hold on, do not put your papers up. You will not be leaving until we get this done.
Ooh.
Negative 1 times 2.4 is?
2.4.
Close.
Negative 2.4.
Negative 2.4
X.
x. So right now, a negative times that. Negatives always make things the opposite of what they are. Okay?
Negative 6y.
So we have a negative times a 6y becomes a negative 6y. Now everybody, this is what you're going to have to do. You're going to highlight all of your like terms. 10.5x, negative 28.8x, and negative 2.4x. Now I have to combine all of my like terms. Got to get all of my y's together. Okay? So in the calculator, what I want us to do right now is take 10.5. And what are we going to add to the 10.5? Negative 28.8. And then what are we going to add to that? Negative 2.4 equals, what do you guys get? Negative 20.7x. When you combine this and this and this, that's what you get. All right, last thing we do before I let you guys leave, so please pay attention. We're going to take 18.5. What are we going to add it to? What's the next thing we're going to add it to? 16.2. Which is 16.2y. What are we going to add that to? Negative 6. What do we get? 28.7. So we're going to put plus 28.7y. Everybody, this is your final answer to this problem. Okay?